All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim Rakwah, Quadash. Double honors to elders, apostles, GMS, like my brothers. Peace, salutation, blessing, Akim, latest truth. Shalom, hopeful elect. I'd roll in the spirit, Lord willing, it'll be a edifying lesson. I'm just gonna kind of, like the title say, try to roll in the spirit, Lord willing. And just go from there. So this is Ezekiel chapter 7. We'll start verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord Most High, the Lord Yahweh, unto the land of Israel, the end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is upon thee, and I'll send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all the abominations. Verse 4, and my eye shall not spare thee, neither will I pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thy abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and you shall know that I am the Lord. Yahweh Shah, thus said the Lord Most High, an evil and only evil, behold, is come. Verse 6, an end is come, the end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. So, we see these end time prophecies, end time, signs of the times, wickedness running rampant in this earth, and just everything else that's going on, a lot of end time prophecies, popping off right now, and the Lord foretold us all things, through these scriptures, through the prophets of old, so we have the comforter, we have the answers through the power of Yahweh Shai and Shalom. And what it say, let me see if I can find that. The second Corinthians chapter 4. Corinthians chapter 4, verse 6. For the Most High, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, has shined in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of the Most High in the face of Yahweh Mashiach. In verse 7, but we have this treasure, this treasure of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, through the Spirit, through the Ruach Kodash, reading on. But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of Yahweh, may be of the Most High, of us, like everything, brothers. I know brothers, who's in this truth, we had this humbleness about us, and Lord will, and it's not of us, it clearly states, this everything that we're blessed with, our abilities, whether it be receiving this wisdom and knowledge, gain understanding, whether it be our physical abilities, or just whatever we have, it's given to us through Yahweh Bashem Yahshai at the end of the day. And you got humble down and recognize that a lot of people, they're all they got them pride demon on them. You know, they got these worldly accomplishments, and at the end of the day, carnal mind is death. But they built up in their pride over their worldly accomplishments, and they don't diligence to the Heavenly Father and His Son. They don't give diligence to Yahweh Shai. They just, but hey, at the end of the day, that's what say. Let me get this real quick. Second Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days peerless times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, incontinent. I have a problem with that word right now. Fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. And just like I was speaking on, people, they let that pride demon get the better of them, and at the end of the day, everything that we're blessed with, I say, yeah, all of our abilities, whatever it may be, all praises due to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, But again, I kind of got off track there. Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 6. The end is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. So we see the signs that the end is come, Let's see, brother posted some precepts on here. Let me see, I'll get a couple. I see in his likeness, Joshua Allah, Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart. And that's self, before I come into this truth, I realized at some point in time that this is a oppressing ass life, and just I've always seemed trapped by this world, no matter what, I could never really get ahead to a point where I'm comfortable. But now I'm in this truth, and I understand, that's just part of the curses, and I'm grateful and humble, and I realize that, just the Lord providing a way, it might not be, the most luxurious way of life, but it is what it is, and like I say, if we want to be kingdom minded, Lord willing, we had a hopeful number, all this ain't gonna matter at the end of the day. It's what's to come. Second Ezra chapter 7 verse 16. Second Ezra chapter 7 verse 16. Why hast thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is to come rather than that which is present? So whatever your current state is, if you're calling to this truth, if you're listening to these, the brothers, GMS, like my brothers, bringing out, truth, in all sincerity, just trying to, uplift the brothers or edify one another or be edified or whatever it is, at the end of the day, you got to let go of your carnal mindset let go of the worries of this world. You know what say the parable about the bird, the birds, the Lord he feeds them, isn't life more than food and garment, that parable. We ain't to worry about this carnal life. The Lord's blessed us with what we got, keeping us afloat. And hey, man, you can't really ask for any more than that. And anytime you get a little more than that, you gotta really, be grateful. All right, let me see, get a couple more off this comp board. Verse 8, Ecclesiastes 7, verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Come on, that's a good one right there. Let's see. I might come back here and get a couple more of these. I'm gonna get this brother Occupy.com, 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts. And that's what the brothers, the body, was speaking on prophecy. What's to come. What does it say? Speak unto my people, the words of prophecy. Let me try to find it real quick. Slow here. Yeah. Second Ezra verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, Habashimashah, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And we want to be written in that book, the book of life. We want to be in the kingdom, the kingdom to come. So we got to get out of this worldly mindset, and again, it's a war against the flesh and the spirit every day, and we just, that's every brother, sister had their own battle, and you got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, But continue on here, Second Ezra's chapter 15, verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. We're not to let whether it be our family members, people on our jobs, our oppressors, people on the highways and byways, whatever, just if you stay in this truth, and stay in the spirit, like I say, it's a battle every day, man. Like I go through it a lot, But when I ain't feeling that spirit on me, man, I'm vexed. I feel depressed. I feel, like I'm failing, But we're not to let the incredulity of them trouble thee. We're not to let anything, outside this truth trouble us, or them that speak against thee. Verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So we're to be faithful to Yahweh Shah, to our power, to this word, like brothers say, try to perform the righteous acts to the best of our abilities. And this is St. Ezra 15:5. Behold, said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, I'll bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And we see a lot of this, going on right now. Sword. You see how many times you see on news, here lately of these mass shootings, and you see people just getting judged on a daily, man, in mass amounts. It's man, it's just popping off. You see, and then you start to see, certain famines. Yeah, they ain't really hit home all the way yet, but man, you just see how everything's going. There's shortages on a lot of things, and when it really gets on down the line, like assembly line, you got your assembly line running, and it's set for a certain amount of material to complete the job, and then you have problems, and you're not getting that same amount, and then you keep having problems and keep having problems. Eventually, it's going to you're going to feel it. You're going to see, you know, with the food supply, gas supply, whatever it is, man. These devils, they behind closed doors, messing with stuff, but it's all through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and it's just signs of the times. Death, there's going to be mass death to come and destruction, destruction leading up to the ultimate destruction of Babylon the Great, Verse 6, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. These devils, they're fulfilling their hurtful works, But again, it's through Yahweh and Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, their spiritual demon Satan might be on these devils, but at the end of the day, spiritual demon Satan, he working for the Most High. So let's get this real quick. First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 6. I start at verse 4. First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 4. Be ye brethren, are not in darkness. If you're in this truth, you're in this word, we're not in darkness. The Lord has called us into this light. Lord willing, we are a hopeful number. That's just how we got to be. But we are not in darkness. We're not totally blind sheep out here. We were at some time. We were. But, through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, we are not in the darkness. We got this wisdom and knowledge. What's Isaiah 33:6? Wisdom and knowledge should be a stability of our times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, roughly paraphrasing. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all children of light, and the light of the day. We are not of the night, nor of the darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others. We can't fall back into the world. We can't, we can't let the flesh, get that overtake the spirit. We gotta try to stay in the spirit to the best of our ability, and that comes with prayer and reading. What it say? Blessed is he that readeth. All right. Verse 6. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. So we're to be sober, literally, and also to be sober, meaning, like circumspect, aware of what is happening, around us. Slock, I had a precept. Oh yeah, I got it. All praise you. How about you, myself? Let me get this real quick. I'll get back on the comment board. Yeah, Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Okay, so if you're called to this truth and it makes sense to you, understand, you know, the brothers, breaking it down, then there's a good chance you're not wicked. You know what I mean? Because what it say, Daniel 12:10, many shall be purified and made white. And we're going through this trial. Lord, when we had a hopeful number, we're being purified and tried. But the wicked should do wickedly. A lot of scoffers, a lot of people that they hear this word and they just like fan in hand. They you know they don't hearken to the word. And it ain't our words. It's the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. It's words of Yahweh Shai, and the prophets, of old, and men who had the spirit of the Lord on them. Let me get on the call, boy. Yeah. It is lightning shall show. Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart, the Lord Yahweh will not do good, neither will he do evil. And that's just a lot of the mindset on a lot of people, and then like the what say a wicked, or just because they ain't catching judgment speedily, they think they can just keep doing it. I'm trying to find that one. Man, it ain't popping up. If brother know what precept that is, I can't think right now. Salakia. All right, where was hey, Occupy.com, Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. That's right, and that's most of the world, the 2/3 these heathen nations, they they don't fear the Lord, man. And I know, from self experience, anytime I felt like I was, going off, even before I coming into truth, I knew, what was wrong and what was right. And anytime, I felt like I done wrong, or I went off, whatever, it vexed me, it bothered my spirit, it messed with my mind. You know what I mean? But people who don't fear the Lord, that's like I say, again, I'm reading Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, they ain't catching judgment for their wrongdoings, right off the bat. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set on them to do evil. And again, and brothers can probably, feel me on this. A lot of times, I know, especially later on down all throughout my life, especially late in my later years, seem like I do something. I do something and the Lord, he chastised my ass. And I catch that instant karma. You know what I mean? That instant judgment. You know what I mean? Whoo! Yeah. Let me get this precept real quick. I'll get back on the call board. Yeah, Job chapter 21, verse 30. I'll start up at Job 21, verse 27. Behold, I know your thoughts and the devices which ye wrongfully imagine against me. For ye say, where is the house of the prince, and where are the dwelling places of the wicked? Have ye not asked them to go by the way, and do ye not know their tokens? This is verse 30. The point that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. And like you go into Second Ezra 7. It talk about how the righteous, they're gonna go through it, and they're gonna right here, chapter 7, verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wide, for they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the wide. We're catching hell, but it's a part of judgment, and we're maintaining our faith, and we're our spirit mind, we're staying spiritually minded, through and through. All praise Yahweh Shem Shah. But that's what it is. That's what we're gonna. So we gotta do, man. Can't let this world. Can't let the flesh, this world, take us down. In his likeness, y'all should Hebrews chapter 12, verse 7. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? Verse 8. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof are partakers. So I can read that again. Verse. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. So yeah, all praise Yahweh outside. We be catching some hell sometimes, because like I say, if you ain't getting chastised, then you might be reserved for that day of wrath. Let's see what brothers got in here. Yeah. In his line instruction, Matthew chapter 17, verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Verse 14. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. What it say? This world now is for many, but the world to come is for few, roughly paraphrasing. And hey man, that's what it is. The 2/3, Lord willing, we had a hopeful number, but the 2/3, they gonna have to know it by death by pain, like it say, And I like I was watching brother the elder Montezakbal Salon, if I ain't getting the name right, but the brother, South Carolina brother, and I was watching live stream earlier this morning. He was like that. That's the mindset we gotta have. Hell, we don't know if we're gonna make it, but we know, there's gonna be some, the men of the Lord gonna make it. Lord willing, we are that number. That's that humble mindset. And brother, diligent elder brother. Like man, just. But that's that humble mindset that we had to have. I don't want to speak on any other camps, but I knew local camp around here, and they, that's like the first thing I said when I seen them. I was like, this is before I really got into the truth. But I seen a couple of videos. I was like, y'all know GMS, and one of the brothers, they're looking more like a Sakari theme or whatever, just all blacked out, and they got their staffs, and but they were cool with me. You know what I mean? Like I was like, y'all know GMS, and they're like, yeah, we know. Like the one dude, he's like, yeah, we know. One brother. Then they were trying to mess with me. They're like, asking me questions. And they read Leviticus to me, because I had all the tattoos and stuff. And anyways, the brother that said, yeah, we know GMS, he got the mic back, and he was like, so who are the Israelites? And I was like, I said, you got your so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, and then, the natives. And I was like, and then you got your speckled birds. And then the other brother's like, yeah, you might be one of them speckled birds. You know what I mean? So it was cool. But, they, like say, this knowledge puffeth up. A lot of brothers, they get a little puffed up, and we need to stay humble. That's what it is. 'Cause at the end of the day, we ain't gonna know until that time come, and like say, Lord willing, we are that number because. Let's get this. In his likeness, y'all shall Allah. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And again, it's going back to being spiritually minded, looking to the kingdom to come, because when that day comes, before that day comes, you're gonna want to be right, be right with Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, because when that day comes, it's gonna be too late. I mean, and what I say though, a lot people who come in at the 11th hour, we don't know exactly when the 11th hour is. All we know is these prophecies, and once they come to pass, it's getting closer and closer, and we see the wicked being revealed. Brothers condemning the wicked through the scriptures, through the Holy Spirit. So we see that, maybe not everybody, but let's say if our gospel, 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3, if our gospel is is hid to them that are lost. So if they don't see it for what it is, it's because they're lost, and they're probably gonna remain lost, because if they hear this word and they don't get awoke, they don't get activated, then it's probably not for them. But we ain't I say, Second Ezra, chapter 7, verse 15. We're not to worry about how the wicked are going to be punished, but rather let's get it. Oh, that ain't it. Salakia. Yeah, it is. Hold on. Let's see. No, that's not it. Salakia. I looked at that wrong. So y'all know the verse. The brother got it the other day for me. Trying to find this in oh yeah, Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 2. I'll start verse 1. Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letters as from us, as that the day of Hamashiach is at hand. Verse 3, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God, all that's called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is as God saith in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And that's what the wicked is doing. That's what these devils have done. You see it in their works. You got just everything. The earth. They want to block out the sun. They want to do away with the cows. They want synthetic beef. They want to put GMOs in all the food. They want to hit people up with jabs. You know what I mean? Trying to KO as many as they can. It all goes back to the wicked Illuminati shit. Get the population, keep the population under 500 million. Really, that's what a lot of this amounting to, and that's part of the NWO. But these devils are having a hard time because through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, put a spirit on, starting the elders on down and like my brothers to receive this truth and then put in some work. Uh, you know, like I say, the elect, it's really perfect. The elect's not gonna, we're not gonna be blind. Lord, when we're not gonna be blinded by these devils. We receive this truth. We see things for what it is. Everybody else, the 2/3 other nations that they sheep to the slaughter. And we know what's gonna happen. But like I say, we're not to worry about how the wicked or the ungodly are to be punished. Just rather how the righteous are gonna be saved. But continue on Second Thessalonians. And now ye know, verse 6, and now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. Verse 7, for the ministry of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord, Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So, Spirit of the Lord is consuming these devils right now, I say through elders on down, through the men of the Lord who had the Spirit of the Lord to bring these prophecies out, to bring out the truth, to cut these devils on their wickedness. And in the final, the coming of Yahweh Shai, the brightness of his coming, that's going to be total destruction over here in Babylon the Great. So, but continue on. Verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth that they might be saved. Verse 11, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth by pleasure in unrighteousness. So at the end of the day, if you come to this word and you go back into the world, then that means you don't believe in this truth, and you have pleasure in unrighteousness. And what it say right there, say, that you're gonna be damned. You don't want to do that. We don't want to follow this truth, man. We want to stay in this word, because that's Lord willing, that's our lot. Let me see. Yeah, Occupy Tarkam, Isaiah 55 verse 6. Seek the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshai while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Yeah. Right now, the Lord, he can be found. These devils, they eventually gonna come with that famine of the word. Amos 8:11, and you ain't gonna be able to get edified. You just have to, whatever you got built up, you're gonna have to just have that faith in what you got. You know what I mean? But us brothers that are in the know and have been edified, for whatever amount of time we have, it's better than someone who don't know these scriptures, who don't know any of these prophecies, who don't have any understanding at all. They don't have no wisdom or knowledge in a spiritual sense. How these damn people don't even have no knowledge in a worldly sense, let alone a spiritual sense. But you gotta think, when shit really start popping off, and these periods of times come on full throttle, people are gonna bug out. It's gonna be bad out here, and they ain't gonna know what to do. They ain't gonna have no faith. So right now we're building our faith and strength and our wisdom and knowledge, through Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. No, you're not. This is faithful essence restored. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 22. Let the multitude that perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. Woo. Hey, the Lord, when we're at number, we're being tried, and the Lord is working on us. Yahweh Shemashai is working on us. To become that perfect fruit. Damn kids bothering me. You gone. God. All right, I'll get a couple more and probably close out. Let me get this Ezekiel, brother. It is likeness Yasha'al, Ezekiel chapter 2 verse 9. I just want to get it in here real quick. Ezekiel chapter 2 verse 9. that's the precept I had in my mind right before I started this lesson was well, it was eat this roll, that verse. But anyway, I'm gonna read this. Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 9. And when I looked, behold, a hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. Chapter 3, verse 10. And he set it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe. Chapter 3, verse 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this, speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then I did eat, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of strange speech and of hard language, but to the house of Israel. That's what we're doing. We're eating this roll, these scriptures, and through Pari Habashina Shah, putting the spirit on it, starting the elders on down and like-minded brothers, for us younger brothers get edification. We're getting edified, and then we're we're eating the roll, and we're giving it back. You know what I mean? Giving back of what we got. It's like the parable of the Yahushua, this parable of the man, I can't think of it right now. Salakia. I'm trying to think. The talents, the parable of the talents. Matthew chapter 25. Matthew chapter 25. No. Oh. Shut that door. So I get this Matthew chapter 25, verse 13 on words of Yahushua. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. Verse 14, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. Then he that received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth, and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so he that received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I gained beside them 5 more. And his Lord said unto him, Well done, thou art good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I'll make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. That's the stead we want to be in. We want to if the Lord give us this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, this talent to receive this knowledge, then we're trying to put it to use. We don't want to get all this wisdom and knowledge, through the power of Habashim and just bury it in the earth. Reading on. what was that? The 2 talents. Verse 22, Matthew 25, verse 22. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest me unto me 2 talents. Behold, I had gained 2 other talents beside them. 23. His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I'll make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee, and that thou art unharvesting where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid. We all fear the Lord, okay? So understand this, like we receive this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, and like me coming into this truth, I already feared the Lord to a certain extent, but I was kind of messed up on that Christian dogma, the Lord forgive you, you just live like a heathen. It's gonna be okay. So I was messed up on that. So I was smoking weed, just off in the world, not doing good. You know what I mean? Not doing right. Going off. I was going off. But yeah, it's like I almost lose my point. But we fear the Lord, right? I fear the Lord, to an extent. Like I said, I knew when I was doing wrong, but through that Christian dogma bullshit, you start to lean on your own understanding, because that's kind of what that is, and you tend to justify yourself where where I didn't think smoking was bad and this and that. Certain things you're like, you kind of just, it becomes yeah, you just justify it, because that's what we were taught, to a certain extent, and all throughout my life though, I never ate that much pork, because like I said, I heard that when I was a kid, and just, man, I remember one day, I'm gonna get back on point, but one day I bought some ribs, and I thought they were beef ribs. I was driving home from work or something. I took a bite, and I ate one, I think, and then I was like, man, I don't think that. And I looked, and it wasn't beef. I was like, oh man, I was mad. God, oh, that's not good. Way, Slovakia, but let me read this again. I'll get back to my point. Matthew 25, verse 25. Yahushua speaking, and I was afraid, and speaking about the he that received 1 talent, I'm gonna start 24 and read on down. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art a hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hidden thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is mine. Yahushua saying, there thou hast that is mine. The servant saying to Yahushua, and it said, verse 26, his Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gathered where I strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I shall receive my own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him that had 10 talents. So we fear the Lord. We come to this truth. Like me, I come to this truth, and I just move by the Spirit. And I don't want to hide my talent. Whether it be small or big, whatever it is. That's why I'm doing doing this. You know what I mean? Like the Spirit on me to do this, because I don't want to be that slothful servant. So at the end of the day, brothers, we're all here together, and there's gonna be servants that got the 10 talents. There's gonna be brothers that got the 10 talents. There's gonna be brothers that only got 2 talents. But we don't want to be that brother that has the 1 talent and just sitting on it. You know what I mean? Because there's someone out here with that, with just having this one talent. There's someone out here that we could reach. You know what I mean? And we just that's the mindset we gotta have. We can't be that slothful servant. So I know I was kind of all over the place here, but I'll try to draw up a lesson. Stick to the lesson. Salakia. Let's see if there's any more comment boy I missed. Brother, in his likeness, y'all shall all Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 35. To me, to Yahweh, Bashem Shai, to me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste. 36. For the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Shai, shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants. When he seeth that their power is gone, and there is none shut up or left. Let's see. I don't know if I got this one or not. Yeah, I can't remember. But it's in his likeness, y'all shall all. 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith, your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. You know? I'm gonna get let me get one more here and then I'll probably close out. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall Yahweh destroy. Yahweh shall destroy. For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are. Let no man deceive. Oh, this is chapter 3, Salakia. Chapter 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. And again, the Lord, Yahweh knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. Therefore, let no man glory in men, for all things are yours. Whether Paul or Apollos or Cephas, or the world, or life, or death, or things present, or things to come, all are yours, and ye are Hamashiach's, and Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach is the Most High, is Yahweh's, you know. I'm gonna get this. 1 Corinthians chapter 4. Verse 4. For I know nothing by myself, yet am I not hereby justified, but he that judges me is the Lord. Verse 5, therefore judge nothing before the time until the Lord Yahweh shall come, who both will bring to light the hidden things of darkness and will make manifest the counsels of the hearts. And then shall every man have praise of the Most High. You know, this, we get this while I'm going to end with Slock. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 18. For preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved, the Lord willing with a hopeful number, but unto us which are saved is the power of the Most High. You know? So at the end of the day, hey man, that's what it is, man. You know, like I say, you know, you got some brothers got them 10 talents, some brothers got 2 talents, and we just don't want to be that slothful servant that hid his 1 talent. So, you know, and again, you know, for the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness. So, you know, if you got the brother out here with 10 talents that got all the breakdowns, that got the history, that can sit here and just cut them up, and they look at them, brother, you know, the elders, you know, brothers been diligent in this work for a long time. You know, if you got people, you know, looking at them like it's foolishness, and what it say? For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness. They're most likely gonna perish. So you don't even gotta deal with them people, man. We're not worried about how the ungodly, how the wicked are gonna be punished, but how the righteous are gonna be saved. You know, and that's what it is, man. So, you know, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Like I said, I didn't really have no plan, just kind of, you know, moving the spirit, just kind of, you know, jumping. All right, Lord willing, this edifying lesson. You know, the water Akim, you know, for the precepts. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakwakadash Brakatham, Akim, you know. Yeah. So man, keep the faith, keeping this word, you know, keep putting in work, you know, stay edified, you know, the elders, the brothers, you know, there's brothers all over, you know, constant, like brother say, constant videos coming out, you know, and just, man, all praise you, how about Shimi Ashai, you know, but with that, I'll say, you know, Bible ball, you know, and yeah, Shalom.